Now newly into its refresh, which was completely redone for the 2019 model year, the 2020 Silverado is still a sharp looking option, with sales jumping 27% in Q1 of 2020 to over 110,000 units, topping the Ram 1500. Today we're going to take a look at why that is, with this 2020 Chevy Silverado LT coming in at around $42,600. We'll take you around the exterior and show you the interior. A big thanks to Kuhn Chevy Buick GMC of Clarksville, especially Toby, for helping us take a look at this Silverado. A link to their website will be in the description below. Also, if you like this video, guys, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. It is a huge help. Also, a big thanks to you all for helping us grow. At the time of filming this video, we're just passing 700 subscribers. Subscribe so we can get more cool cars just like this. Looking here at the front of the vehicle, you have lots of chrome on this LT. You do have the $415 Dark Essentials package, which adds this black bow tie, which is a nice contrast. You do have a chrome bumper down here. You can get a painted bumper or a black plastic bumper depending on your trim. You do have some nice carbon fiber inserts in your headlights right here, which is sort of an interesting touch. And then you do have these really nice LED headlights and daytime running lights that work nicely with the bodywork. Let's take a look at the side of the vehicle. The side of the vehicle, we have this really nice Summit white color, which works nicely with this black badging that is part of that Dark Essentials package that got us the black bow tie. You have these 17-inch dark aluminum wheels right here. They look great with the two tones in them. Really think that looks awesome. You do have some nice chrome mirrors right here as well. You do have sort of a manual blind spot secondary mirror within that mirror too. You do have your keyless entry right here. So just press this little button to unlock the vehicle. You can open it, close it, press the button, and it'll lock the vehicle. Really nice to have the chrome and painted handles. Love to see that. Otherwise, this is a fairly handsome vehicle. You have the $850 assist steps right here to help you get in. Really nice roofline slopes just slightly towards the back. Really handsome side profile. We do have the crew cab here. Let's take a look at the rear. Rear of the vehicle is definitely a handsome one. First of all, I want to point out you have really useful features like this step, which lets you get into the back of the truck. It's not as crazy as GMC's Multi-Pro tailgate or Ford's rear tailgate step, but it is definitely very usable. It's going to help you get to the back nice and easy. Really like how they stamped Chevrolet into the tailgate, and you have your nice LED taillights here. Then you have your blacked out LT and Silverado badges, again part of that Dark Essentials package. All your trailer hookups are nice and easily accessible. They don't hide the power under the truck like some manufacturers do, so that is really nice to see. Now we're going to drop the tailgate, show you all back there. A lot of truck owners are probably going to go for the spray-in bed liner. This truck is not equipped with it, but of course that's an easy install. You did see this does have a damp tailgate. On the High Country, you can actually get a power tailgate, which is super cool. In here, you're going to find 12 different cargo tie downs along with LED bed lighting. You can get a power outlet back here or charge your tools off of, but this truck is not equipped with it. Now let's talk about the trims you can get for your Silverado. Starting at $34,800, the WT, standing for work truck, is going to get you features like a 7-inch touchscreen, which is very exciting and impressive. You're also going to get that corner step bump we saw at the rear, and you're also going to get features like vinyl seating. At $37,000, the Custom is going to get you some nicer trim, 20-inch aluminum wheels, and LED tail lamps. At $39,600, the LT trim is going to get you some nice 17-inch aluminum wheels. You're also going to get LED daytime running lights and an upgrade 8-inch touchscreen. We do have an LT today. Then there's the RST trim, which was introduced for the 2019 redesign to give the truck a bit more of a sporty vibe. Starting at around $41,500, it's going to get you features like keyless entry and start, and you're also going to get LED lighting in your headlights, taillights, and around the bed. At $42,100, the Custom Trail Boss is going to get you the Z71 off-road package. It's also going to get you a 2-inch factory lift and special Goodyear off-road tires. At $45,700, the LTZ is going to get you advanced trailering features. It's also going to get you perforated leather seats and chrome exterior accents. At $48,800, the LT Trail Boss is a more off-road capable version of the LT. It's going to get you features like a 2-speed transfer case and other off-roading goodies like better tires. At $53,300, the High Country is pretty similar to this GMC Sierra. By the way, keep an eye out on the channel to see this review coming up later. With the High Country, you're going to get features like high-intensity discharge headlamps. You're also going to get features like a nicer interior, 20-inch aluminum wheels, and a power tailgate. Under the hood of the Silverado, you can find one of 4 engine options. This one has the 5.3 liter V8. Just to know about the figures we're about to give you, they will vary depending on the cab size and box size and trim level you go for. So these are going to be more so ballpark figures than exact numbers. In terms of horsepower and torque, this 5.3 liter V8 will be giving you about 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. That's going to give you about 11,500 pounds of towing capacity and a bit over 2,000 pounds of payload capacity. That's routed through an 8-speed transmission to either the rear wheels or all 4, depending on which option you go for. And you can expect fuel economy to be somewhere in the high teens for the cities and low 20s for the highway, depending on the configuration. The interior of this vehicle is definitely an interesting one. You have nice amenities like this nice large touchscreen. The knobs all feel really good, really high quality, but then you do have cloth seats in this vehicle, and this is over $40,000. Now, I do get the argument that this is made to do more work. It's a very capable vehicle, so you're not getting as much in interior amenities, but it would be nice to see leather, especially once you start getting over 40 grand. Remember, most people buying these types of trucks, these crew cabs, aren't buying them for work anymore. These are being bought as family vehicles now, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, we have the front bench configuration here. This can be pulled down with a little tab, and then down comes this bench. And one thing I don't like is it doesn't always properly snap down, so it has some give to it, some bounce. I don't like that. That's going to be kind of annoying on a long ride, but it gives you some nice storage area. We'll take a closer look at this later. General overall interior impressions in terms of the design are good. You have nice stitching. You have different colors of plastic, giving some more sort of interior pop, some more visual interest to the interior. I want to talk about your seats real quick. I mentioned that they are cloth. They have this like diamond plate pattern in them. They're pretty stiff seats. They do not have much bolstering, so I don't know if they're the best pickup truck seats I've ever felt. That would probably have to go to the GMC 2500s I felt, but those were leather. These are pretty darn stiff, so that is one thing to keep in mind if you're looking at buying a truck like this. Looking at the steering wheel here, I'm going to make the same complaint I make on every Chevy truck, and that is that it is too thin and the leather feels like crap. It just does not feel good. Other trucks have this beat and other Chevy vehicles have this beat. So not a big fan of this, but you do have some nice, easy to use controls. The steering wheel doesn't feel good, but these tactile controls feel very excellent. So that definitely helps make up for it a bit. This wheel right here controls that screen. You have lots of physical dials, and then below that you have sort of this little screen that you can operate, and it gives you a pretty decent amount of information. You can see you have your different trips right here, a small amount of configuration, and then you can sort of see your fuel range, oil life, any sort of necessary information that you would need to know about the vehicle's function, you will be able to find here, which is awesome. It's a nice color screen. It's nice and snappy. It's not as big as competitors like the Ram, but that's okay. It's still plenty acceptable for this vehicle and this price point. Getting into the vehicle, your visibility is very good. You're up nice and high because you are in a truck. Everything looks excellent. The windshield is properly raked. Everything, it looks good from here. Here you can see your 8-inch infotainment system. If you've seen any of our other General Motors reviews, you will know that we really like this system. It is usually very snappy. Today it is not, and I think that is because of the very excessive heat. It's a very hot day today. You can see it's almost 90 degrees, and that seems to really slow down the system. But generally, it is snappier than this. You do have Wi-Fi if you pay for the subscription in this vehicle. You have some trailer controls. I'll show you your camera right here. It's not that high of resolution. You do have guidance though, which is nice. As you go up in trims, you can actually get many more cameras. In the top of the line GMC Sierra, you can actually get 15 different camera angles, which is awesome. Love that you always have a physical home button right here for controlling your infotainment system. You do have these physical dials to interact with it, which feel very nice. Overall, it's usually a very good system. The extreme heat seems to be affecting it, but generally the system gets the thumbs up. Looking here at your switchgear, it feels absolutely amazing. It is nice and snappy. It's nice and rubberized. I love how they have the LED lighting around it and they show the degrees in the dial. That is absolutely fantastic. I love how they do that. Nice, easy to access climate control buttons right here. They don't hide it in a screen. Super easy to access. Down here you have switchgear. Love that you can easily access your auto start stop without having to dig through a menu and just turn it off when you start driving the vehicle. That is awesome. Also, you have tailgate drop, hazards, and traction control, and this button puts all 4 windows down at once. That is a really cool feature. Down here, you have a lot of blank panels and whatnot. You can tell some sort of power outlet was supposed to go here or something, but you do have a USB-C and a USB-A port along with a 12-volt charger right there, which is absolutely excellent to see that you have all that different I/O. And just looking at the general shape right here, I like the shape. I think it really holds your infotainment and physical buttons well. Really excellent, easy to use middle design. Looking right here, you do have the 3-seat configuration. There is a pretty big hump, so fitting someone here will be difficult, but you do have a nice little storage cubby right here that you can use. It's not very deep. Maybe you could fit a small tablet in there, but this does fold down to give you a nice place to sit, as I showed earlier. Folds down just like that. And now you can see you have lots of different little cubbies. You have 2 cup holders. They are pretty small cup holders. That is one thing to note. And you can put a phone right here. That's really nice. You have a good armrest too. And opening this up, you do have a fairly large area given that this is a seat container, and you do have a place to put your business cards, maybe some pens and whatnot. So they definitely made the best of this space. Here we are in the rear of the Silverado, and this crew cab has plenty of legroom. Now the seats are pushed all the way forward so that the cameras have good angles, but we will actually move them back and show you what it looks like when I'm sitting with them. There is plenty of legroom here. The seats here are like the seats in the front. They are very stiff, so that is something to take note of. If you don't like that, if you like a softer seat, this may not be for you. You can fit 3 people comfortably across right here, which is great because the seats are nice and wide, and there's actually not a very big hump in the back like there is in the rear, so that's an interesting thing to note. There is no fold down, no cup holder fold down, nothing like that. And also I want to note something that is missing that I don't think should be at this price point is a rear window. A lot of trucks have that. Trucks cheaper than this have that, and this one does not. So that is something to take note of. You do have 2 air vents back here, 2 USB-A ports, and a cigarette lighter outlet. So this is definitely a usable space. You can have 3 passengers here as long as they're good with the stiffer seat. So the Chevy Silverado, this one may not be fully loaded, but it did have some nice features like that large 8-inch touchscreen. The 6-seating configuration is pretty nice, and while you're not getting the nicest seats in the world, they're gonna be usable. So if you are looking for a mid-range truck, this is definitely competitive with the mid-range F-150. We reviewed one of those in 2019. Maybe we'll review one later this year. If you're looking for a high-end truck, we will be working on a GMC Sierra 1500 review, which we will be releasing sometime this year. We are pre-recording all of our videos for when we are in college, just so you folks know. Thank you so much to Koons Buick GMC here in Clarksville for letting us review this vehicle. If you want to check out their inventory, their website will be in the description below. And thank you all so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. We will see you in next week's video.